Hey guys, today I wanted to share with you my thoughts on buying organic. And what I'm going to share with you might kind of surprise you, just because I feel like, a lot of people think, oh, she's a healthy eater, that sort of thing, so she always eats organic. Well, that's not true. And the part for me that I feel like a lot of people get caught up in is that they feel they need to buy organic. So if they can't afford those organic items, produce, then they just think they can't eat healthy. So I think that's a stopping point for a lot of people. So that's why I wanted to share my thoughts on it with you guys. And again, these are my thoughts, so I know other people have different opinions. But the one thing for me that's the most important is not eating the processed foods, not eating the processed sugars. So if you can buy, if you can't afford to buy the organic and you can just buy the non-organic produce, that is still better than buying the processed foods and the processed sugar items that are full of chemicals. So that is my thought process on it. And the other thing that we do is there is a Clean 15 and a Dirty Dozen list that is put out. Every year they update it based on current conditions and things like that. And that is put out by EWG, which is the Environmental Working Group. And I'll share the 2017 lists in the comments below, but that's something that we use as a guideline. So the times, if, say for instance, avocados are on the Clean 15. So those are an item that you don't necessarily need to buy organic. And for me, it's a cost benefit thing. So if I go to the store, and avocados would be a bad example because I'm not going to spend the money on organic if they're a clean item, because I don't feel I need to. But if it's an item and say I can get it for 50 cents for non-organic, and the organic is $5, I'm probably going to stick with the 50-cent one. So for me, it's a cost benefit. If you have questions or like, okay, is this really important to get organic, or should I not focus on this, just reach out, because I can share my input. And again, it's my opinion, so it's not necessarily what everybody would think, but again, it's just what works for us and making a healthy lifestyle fit into our budget, because I know it can be expensive, especially if you are buying everything organic. So that's why our focus is on, focusing on the Clean 15 and then doing the cost analysis as far as does it make sense to spend that extra money. And again, as I mentioned, the Clean 15, Dirty Dozen, those lists are updated every year. So just make sure you're watching that, because I know some things that were on the clean list have fallen off, as well as some things that were on the dirty are no longer dirty items, to where you don't need to buy the organic. The other thing is, typically with that, like if they have a thicker rind or thicker coating around them, like say onions and things like that, then we will not buy the organic. So those are just a couple tips that help us as far as making a healthier lifestyle fit into our budget. So if you have questions, again, feel free to ask. Also, if you've learned anything from this, share it with a friend, tag a friend. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you guys, and I will continue to try to share some different tips and tricks that are working for us. Take care.